My brother looked me in the eye and told me I wasn't CEO material. The board smiled. I packed my things. 3 years later, I walked into the biggest meeting of his career, and took away the client keeping his company alive. If you've ever been stabbed in the back by someone you trusted, especially family, then buckle up. This is a story of betrayal, humiliation, and the most poetic revenge you'll hear all week. Tap that like button, subscribe, and prepare yourself for a masterclass in getting even with style. I always believed blood was thicker than water. Maybe that's naive. But when my older brother and I inherited our father's mid-sized logistics company, I thought we'd be partners, equals. Turns out, he had a different vision. He was always the golden child. Ivy League grad, charisma leaking out of every pore. I, on the other hand, was the quiet one. Numbers guy. Logistics. Strategy. I stayed behind the scenes while he schmoozed investors and made big speeches at trade shows. But make no mistake, I was the one who kept the company running. When our systems nearly collapsed under a supply chain crisis in 2019, I built the contingency models that saved us. I didn't want credit. I wanted us to win. But my brother wanted the spotlight to himself. And then came the whispers. Boardroom murmurs. Meetings I wasn't invited to. Financial decisions made without my input. I'd ask him what was going on, and he'd smile, clap me on the back, and say, "Don't worry about it, little bro. Just keep doing your spreadsheets." I should have seen it coming. One Monday morning, I was called into a board meeting. No warning. No agenda. I sat down, and there it was, a folder in front of me. Voluntary resignation package. My heart dropped. My throat went dry. My brother cleared his throat and said, "Look, this isn't easy, but the board thinks we need someone with a broader vision at the helm." I looked around. No one met my eyes. I asked, "Is this unanimous?" He said, "It's best for the company." It wasn't just professional betrayal, it was personal annihilation. He smiled through it all. Gave me 2 months severance. Like a dog being walked out of the building with a milk bone. I signed. They wanted precision. Numbers. Strategy. They wanted me. Within a year, I had a lean logistics consulting firm with 3 clients, one of which was Davenport and Rose, a company so big it was practically a country. I didn't advertise. I didn't do interviews. I didn't even put my face on the website. But word got around. Fast forward to last quarter. I got an anonymous email. "Your brother's company is bleeding. Their biggest client is reevaluating providers. Thought you'd want to know." Guess who the client was? Davenport and Rose. I laughed. Loud. Like, embarrass myself in a coffee shop loud. Apparently, my brother's company had gotten sloppy. Delivery failures, misrouted containers, inflexible systems, all the things I used to patch up behind the scenes. And now, the crown jewel of their client roster was looking elsewhere. So, I reached out. Not as a vengeful sibling, but as a business professional. We set up a meeting. The meeting was scheduled in a downtown skyscraper conference room. Neutral ground. 11 executives on their side. 3 on mine. 10 minutes in, who walks in late? My brother. He froze when he saw me. His face went pale, then flushed red. He looked at the presentation slides with my name on them and said, You're running this pitch?" I smiled. "Yes. Let's get started, shall we?" For the next hour, I laid out a logistics model so precise, so scalable, so cost-efficient, you could hear the Davenport CFO's pen scratching as he scribbled notes. My brother tried to cut in, throwing shade, undermining, interrupting. But the client shut him down, let him finish. By the end, they asked for a pilot program. I walked out of that room and didn't even look back. 3 months later, the deal was finalized. His company lost their biggest client. Mine gained them. The fallout was glorious, from a distance, of course. Layoffs. Shareholder anger. My brother's perfect smile started cracking on public earnings calls. And me? I kept my face out of the press. Let the work speak. But the sweetest part? One of their former board members reached out. Said